Hi everyone! Today I wanted to go through all of the Recollections planner books with you. Recollections, of course, is a brand that is exclusive to Michaels, and under the Recollections brand they do have different lines. This is the Creative Year line, which of course is that wonderful planner line that they came out with this year with the ring binders and the inserts and all the beautiful accessories. They actually call this the Creative Year Journal, which I'll show you right here. And there are 40 sheets in each one of these booklets. Double-sided, of course, means that you get 80 total. These are personal size, and that is the only size that it does come in. They are compatible with all the different personal size binders out there. They already are pre-punched for the personal size binders, which I really love. They are glue binding, which I think is another fantastic feature here. It means that they're very easy to tear out. You can use each of these booklets in your binder, but they're a little bit harder to turn the pages that way, and you may not need all of the pages in each particular one. So the majority of people that I've seen are taking out page by page just what they need. And they do have this beautiful gilded edge, as you can see, with the gold foiling, which means it's just going to look absolutely stunning in your planner. So I do think that they are a really good value here. There are 18 of these total, and I took one for the planner team and bought all 18 because I always want to know exactly what the setup is, how many of each pages you get in each one, and which particular page is in which particular book. I am going to go through these though in alphabetical order in case you are looking for a certain book, or if you want to skip ahead to one of the certain ones that you're curious about. So let's go ahead now and get started, and I'm going to go through with Academic as the first one. When you open it up, it's got this great page which is going to give you kind of a design or a pattern here. This is made out of cardstock, so I've seen a lot of people cut this down and make it into a dashboard. It works perfectly that way. And then you get some kind of graphic or quote on the front page for the majority of them. So be curious and work hard. Of course, that is perfect for the Academic. It starts off in this one and you get 12 month on 2 pages, and they are undated. And like I said, you do get 12 of this, and I feel like that they could have gotten away with, especially being an academic book here, with only 9 months, but they gave us 12, so that's good. And then it goes into the next 10 pages are important projects. You get 2 projects per page: product, description, information, class instructor, deadline, dates, and finish. The deadline is highlighted, which is nice. And then all of the books kind of have this washi type feature pattern in the middle, which is great. This is just regular paper. It's nothing special, but nothing terrible. It's just going to be just right in the middle as far as the quality is concerned. But I do love the layout and what they've done here with the colors and things like that. So the important projects, you getting 10 pages, it really means you have enough for 40 different projects. I think that's a little bit overkill. I don't know of many majors that have that many projects, especially because this is really designed for a single year. Then it goes into your next 10 pages and you get assigned reading, which has 11 spaces for books, and then assignments, and you get 5 assignments there: due date, class, project info, and finished. I feel like they really should have given us way more assignment pages. I don't know of any major, including like the English major, my friends that did English, I don't think they read, because if you multiply 10 pages times 11 books, that's 110 books. I don't know of anybody who's had to read that much. So I think that's way too many pages there. And with the projects pages, with a project, that's a lot of projects. And of course, with any project, you're going to have a breakdown and different due dates or assignments that are due along the way. So I feel like they should have given us a lot more assignment pages. That's the only thing I really would have improved here. And then last but not least, you get 8 contacts pages. I don't think a lot of people are going to use these pages. I think, if you're going to have a project that you're working on and partners, you're going to have all that stuff in your phone, or if you have a master address list, that will be on your computer. So I don't really think that these pages are going to be used. I think that they should have given us, like I said, a lot more assignment pages there. The next one is Always Be Extraordinary. And all you need to remember about this is that this is a taking notes booklet. So here's your quote, "Do what makes you happy." And then this is the setup, and it's all the way throughout all 40 pages here. So line section here and then a blank section here. I really feel like this is set up for the Cornell method. Also, if you're like more of a doodler, or you like to do mind mapping kind of thing, or sketch some things out while you're taking notes, that's really what this is set up for. So I think that this is a very specific type of note taking. You do get some turquoise diagonal lines on the top, and then it just alternates to red, and it just goes all the way through just like that. So there's that one. The next one is budget, which I'm sure is going to be no surprise. This is one of my favorites, if not my most favorite. Save more, do more, which is great. It goes right along with the financial freedom. And then you get on this one, monthly budget, and it's basically set up on the left-hand side for all of your bills or the outgo. And it does have your income up here in the boxes, and then on the right-hand side, it's set up for all of your different savings and goals like that. And then you've got a section down here for the totals. A lot of people have not liked this page. It is very structured. I would say with the categories over here, 2/3 of them don't even apply to me, but I can easily cross those out or white them out or just completely ignore them. I do like to have the month at a glance financial information like this. I really like it. Unfortunately, you only get 10 spreads of this pages, so if you actually want to use this for your monthly budgeting, you're going to have to buy 2 separate books. Then it goes, you have budget information with just some lines and 10 ways to save today. These are good pages, but you get 10 of these. I think that's just a lot. Even with all the brainstorming and the financial budgeting money kind of stuff that I do, this is just a lot. I don't even know if I'm going to be using that many pages. The third one is the spending tracker. I completely love this page. Love the colors, of course, the green with the money and the alternating lines. It makes it very easy to see which line that you're on. Again, as far as improving, I think there should be way less of these pages and way, way more of the spending trackers. The last 10 pages, this one is divided up equally into 10 goal pages. So this is kind of, I've noticed a format that they really like, where they give you a shape, kind of a scalloped, shaded colored area, and then you've got some lines underneath. So ideas, this says 11 lines right here. Actually, just kidding, it's 13 lines. And, think about this one again. You've got 10 pages, which is really 20, which is 20 financial goals. That's a lot, especially for the year. So obviously you can use these goal pages for some other goals as well, but I would much rather have, please give us 2 more months of the monthly and way more spending trackers, but I do like the pages. The next one is the calendar. Stay humble, work hard. You can see how easily these fall out because I've been playing with this one. You get, again, a month on 2-page spread, also undated, and you get 12 of these, so that's really great. However, then you get your weeks, and as you can see, it's notes, and then you've got your horizontal 7 days right here. It does have a Sunday start. I would prefer Monday. Then you've got a space for week of, so that's really nice. However, you only get 4 of these, so if you multiply that and do the math, of course, 12 months is great, but 12 times 4 weeks is only 48, so you're going to be short 4 weeks. So you're going to have to buy 2 books of this for it to work. And this is really disappointing because at the very back, they have 3 pages of notes and thoughts, which that's nice, but I would much rather have less note pages here and 4 more weeks. So you get 3 sets of note pages here. So yeah, that's my only complaint on that one. Fitness is the next one. Stop wishing and start doing. Here's that format I was telling you about that they really liked. You get lined on this one. So fitness notes, things I need, and then fitness goals, and you've got 2 months right here. It alternates and goes to green on the next one and different colors for the months, and this repeats 25 times. Now think about that. 2 months times 25. This is set up for 50 months of goals for fitness. I think that's way too much, and also that means you also get 25 lined sections of things that you need. I mean, how many things do you need to be successful for fitness? I don't think you need to buy that much stuff. So that's my only complaint there. And then it goes to the back section. You only get 15 pages of these. So weekly fitness, weekly nutrition, activity and duration, Sunday start, and for nutrition, only breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you're doing snacks or you're doing your 6 meals a day, this setup is not going to work for you. But I do really, really like these pages. I just wish way less pages of this one, way more pages. So if you think, again, 15, even if it's 15 weeks, you're going to have to buy several books of this to make it work for the entire year. So that's the fitness. The next one is goals. This one you don't get a quote or a graphic, you just get the top 10 goals, which I do really like. I think, of course, that's going to be perfect for your New Year's resolutions or something like that, if I can speak. You have a monthly goal planning section page that's 4 goals, your description, your deadline, and then check it off when you're finished. And then you have a weekly goal page, again with 4 spaces. This is where they kind of lose me again in this booklet, because that's great to have 4 goals for the month. I think that's appropriate, 4 main goals. But for the week, you only get a week of. So they're wanting you to only have 1 goal for the week. I think that's really low, and you only get 1 page of that. I would like to have way more weekly goal pages in this one. Then you have, in my opinion, way too many goal motivation pages. 2 sections of reasons I want to be, and you fill in the blank. Want to do, want to go, and want to try. That's just way too much motivation. I appreciate the effort, and yes, we do need to figure out our reasons for why we're doing things, but it's just way too much. And then that repeats itself. So this one, the goals, you get 12 of those. So again, we're going to have the same issues we did in the other one. You're only going to end up with enough for 48 weeks. So buy another book if you're going to want to use this for the entire year. So 12 spreads of that, which is 2 times 2 pages. And then at the very back is 15 pages, front and back, of task list. I really like these. I love that the circles are on the outside, because a lot of times when you have them on the inside, especially with the ring binding, it's a little bit hard to check things off. And I do like the header up on top. So this is really nice. I just wish, again, that they'd give us a little bit more week pages here. And of course, these are extremely versatile. You can use those wherever. And then the next one is I'm Too Busy. This one, Make Life Awesome, and I'm Too Busy. To me, I would think that would be like task list. It's not. It's only grid paper all the way through. You got a nice little tab, little arrow thing right there. Green horizontal at the top, but the next page is blue horizontal on the sides, and that repeats itself all the way through your 40 pages. If you do buy one of the Recollections planners, it does come with, I think, 12 grid pages. So if you like the size of this, which is 4x4, kind of a larger size, and if you need more grid pages, then I would buy this. Otherwise, I don't think you really need this. The next one is Important, a place for everything and everything in its place. This is equally divided also into 10 different pages for each section. So you've got a family section, 1 person per page. So times that by 2, it's enough for 20 people. I don't know of a lot of people who have 20 people in their family or 20 people that they want to keep track of. The next section is Insurance, same thing, 1 per page, so enough for 20 different policies. The next one is 20 different banking accounts. You get 2 accounts per page, so that's enough for 40 different accounts. And then your last section is going to be contacts. Again, that same thing. I just don't know how many people use these pages anymore. 3 people per page, so of course that's 60 contacts. I really like this book for all of your important information that you're supposed to keep track of. I just think there's too many pages for 1 person. I am going to probably end up sharing this with my best friend, because I just don't think that any one person is going to need all this pages. So one of these books is going to be enough for your entire lifetime. Inspiration is the next one, and it starts straight off with monthly insights. 10 things I want to do this month, challenge, what I can improve on, 10 things I'm grateful for. Thought for the month is the next one. Again, that same format, what I learned this month. Reasons to be happy, excited, thoughtful, energized. creative, healthy, imaginative, and passionate. And then that repeats. It starts with the monthly insights again. And that repeats itself 11 times. So this 2.5, 3-page spread there. And I think this is probably just too much, especially this section right here. And it's a lot more structured than I think most people will need. But I have seen a lot of people just either cover things up and do their own little labels on this, or just come up with something else, or just ignore it. And then the very last part of this is Ideas and Dreams. You get 6-page spread of this one. Love the 20 lines, love the checklist. Ideas is the dots and Dreams is the turquoise diagonals there. So that's really nice. I like that one. We're halfway through. The next one is Journal. And as you can imagine, journaling pages, so enjoy the journey. We've got pink diagonals, what I'm grateful for today and what I learned today. The next page, actually, this is divided up into 3 sections. So this is the only one that comes with more than one of these quote pages. So Collect Memories and Not Things. You get 15 pages of the first ones with the stripes. The next one you get 15 pages. It's the same exact format, but now you get dots. The last section is Live a Great Story, and then you only get the last 10 pages of this one, and then you get just the stripes, or the colored solid lines right here. And so that's that one. I do like this one because with the pages that come with the planner, it has wide ruled, and so I like that these are thinner lines. I would say this is probably about 4mm ruling. So I do really like that. Love This Moment. Dream Big. And Love This Moment it's all about the lined paper, which is kind of a little bit odd to me, but you've got a nice little space for a header, red with blue diagonals. This is what I was talking about. It's got the wider ruling right there. This one is opposite, where you get the blue and then the red dots, and then that repeats itself all the way through for the 40 pages. So if you need more line pages, or you like the colored, this is the book for you. But otherwise, you do get pages with your planner when it comes. The next one is Make Cool Stuff. And this is 40 pages of just black solid paper. So this has a very specific look and purpose for it. If you've seen Blackout Planning, you are going to absolutely love this book. You obviously, with the black paper, are going to need special pens that show up, foiling and things like that, or the pens that work on the darker paper. So that's it. And they make cool stuff. Menu planning. This is probably my second, or close to my top. Eat Good, Feel Good. Weekly menu planning. So Sunday through Saturday, shopping list. Not everybody, including myself, has these different categories, but you can easily just white those out or ignore them. With this one, you get 10. This is another one of the books that is divided equally by 10 sections. Next one is the staples. So you've got lines on this and easy dinner ideas. Favorite meals of the month. So you get 2 months on that one. That one repeats. This one, I feel like you get way too many pages of that one, because this one, fridge inventory, pantry inventory, your third section of 10. Great pages. And I'm sure I'm like many people, my fridge, there's no way that everything in my fridge is going to fit on one inventory, so you're going to need more than one page. I mean, condiments alone, it's going to take up at least half the page. But I do like the setup of it with pantry inventory. I just wish that there were more pages of that one and way less pages of this section. And same thing with this one back here on the last 10, menu to do. 20 lines here. It's, what do you do? Like with the menu, there's only so many things that you can do. Maybe you can use this for recipes you want to try. I mean, there's lots of different ideas or ways that you can use this, but this one's a little bit harder to think of how to use. Same thing, I just wish there were a lot more of the weekly planning pages and the inventories, and way less of the menu to do and these pages right there. But otherwise, I really like the pages in general. Now the pregnancy journal. It starts off with date of discovery, which is kind of an odd word. I'm pregnant and feeling, and when I told, I'm assuming this is when you're supposed to tell when you told certain people. Pregnancy milestones. I feel like there's probably not enough milestones here. I think people would want more. Boy or girl, and then it's a fill in the blank. And then your space for your ultrasound. And then this is really where they lose me. Okay, trimester, what week you're on, size of the baby, thoughts, cravings, moods, show off the bump, and notes. Okay, that's all great, right? However, look at this. That's 25 pages. Now let's have a moment. 25, you double that, 50 pages. Last time I checked, nobody was pregnant for a year. And I don't know, I feel like with some of these books, they had a completely different design team. Some of these are so amazing and the pages are great, and others, I feel like they really missed the mark. And this one, they were completely off here. I have two very important people in my life that are pregnant right now. I actually would be embarrassed to give them this because of the 50 pages. I mean, somebody was extremely ignorant that came up with this book. So yeah, I just cannot even. Okay, let's try and move on here. Favorite girl names and favorite boy names. You get 2 pages of each of those. Baby shower. I don't think this is enough. I think they should have given you 1 more page at least for a baby shower. The story of my baby's birth. Again, I think there should have been 1 more page of this. So 2 of this and 2 of this. And then you get to the back. This is what I'm talking about. I think they just kind of missed it here. Nice note pages, but when you're in a pregnancy journal, you want pregnancy pages. You don't necessarily want note pages. This one, you get 10 pages, so 20 total. I feel like they should have done a way better job. You know, let's do the correct math here on the weeks, less note pages and a lot more of the special pregnancy pages that people are really looking for in the pregnancy journal. First moment on the back, all about your baby, and then 1 more note page. So see what I'm talking about? So yeah, that's my least favorite. Sketch, which you can imagine is going to be blank paper. Do something creative every day. I do have a lot of artists in my life, like professional artists even, and I don't know of any artist really that likes to have this kind of stuff already on the page. Correct me if I'm wrong, all you professional artists out there, but to have a lovely and flowers and even have this border on here, everybody I know wants to start with a blank page. So these are beautiful pages and they're going to look great in a planner. I just don't think that they're for artists, you know. Maybe sketching people, I don't know. That's just my opinion here. Personal preference. And then again with the flower, now you've got the pink, and that repeats all the way through. So pretty pages. I just don't think they're going to be for the true artist. People are going to like that. These blank pages, though, are the only ones that you don't get when you buy a planner. You do get the notes pages, grid pages, and what was the last one? To-do lists. Then spiritual. Be positive, be grateful, live an abundant life. You get 15 pages of daily devotional. So today's focus, notes, thoughts, and questions I am grateful for, and then some lines. I feel like this section's a little bit too big, and this is a little bit odd to me where you have to turn the page and write today's scripture. I do like this page a lot, but if let's do the math again. If you're going to do this every day and there's only 15 pages, you're going to go through a crap ton of these books, and that's not going to be the least expensive option for you. It's going to be very expensive. So, like the pages a lot, I just feel like they should have given us a little bit more, less gratitude area. Here's your topical study pages. These are the next 15 pages here. So by topic, scriptures that go along with it, observation and application. So this is kind of set up like the SOAP method, except they didn't give you the P for prayer. So again, nice pages. You do get 15 of these times 2, so 30 pages. This would be enough for almost a month or for most months. So that's a good thing. That's kind of what I was talking about. When I buy a book like this, I want it to be at least enough for a month, if not more. And then the last 10 pages are thoughts and prayer requests. So that's also nice pages. So overall, I really like it. I just wish that front section, you didn't have to buy so many pages for that. Okay, 2 more. This is the to-do, which is, you would think, just task lists. It is not. You've got, well, time to get things done. I really like that. So here's your to-do with errands, housekeeping, emails, phone calls to buy, appointments and activities, business, and miscellaneous. This I feel like is a little bit too structured for a to-do list. And then you've got, it repeats itself. So you get that 2-page spread and it repeats itself 15 times. So that's good. You can either use that daily. I think that's probably too much for daily, or weekly is probably what I would use that for. Then you've got your monthly goals section. So again, it goes back to the monthly goals. This is nice, but I would much rather have weekly goals because I feel like you have way more weekly goals than you would monthly goals. And then a list right here was 20. I like the colored dots right here and on the side where you can do the check off. Again, this is going to be 15 pages there. And I guess I was thinking with this book, you would just have all kind of task lists like that. Your last 8 pages are going to be notes and thoughts, again with the thinner ruling, so that's nice as well. But I would really prefer to do a booklet like this, just to be all task lists. And then last but not least is the wedding planner. Plan your work and work your plan. I have a lot of people in my life right now getting married. I'm not involved in the planning, so I don't need this book. I think, however, that I'm going to end up keeping this booklet only for this. I mean, this is a planner girl's motto through and through. I completely love that. It's kind of odd that it's in the wedding planner, in my opinion, but I really like that page a lot. So then you've got your event overview. I don't think there's enough space right there. Guest info, invited RSVPs, attending and declined. And then notes section. I think that should be a little bit bigger. The food list, you only get 5 pages total. Right there with item and amount. Check it off, I guess, if it's planned or it's happened or whatever. To-do list, I really love this, and I love the prettiness of this. I think that goes along really beautifully with the wedding planner, just those softer muted colors. So priority, the task list, and the check off right here. You get 5 pages of this, so 10 total there. And then you get your budget, which of course, love budgeting pages. You get 5 of that item, budget, actual, and paid, and then your totals at the bottom. So 5 of that. And then this is where they lose me on this booklet, is nice planner pages. The rest of it's a guest list. So you get 25 pages or 50 total for a guest list. I really don't think people do this paper planning type of guest list anymore, especially because when you're printing out your address labels or something like that, you want to have your master on your computer. So again, back to the baby or the pregnancy journal, I feel like they should have given us more pages specific to the wedding planner, because there's a lot more that needs to go on with wedding planning than the guest list right there. But there it is. So overall, I do really like these, even with the things that, I would change or what I didn't really like. I do think these are a good bargain. Like I said, I got mine for 40% off, which is $3 a piece. So I do think it's worth the money, especially when you can get them on sale. And I don't like to use inserts. I think the colored ink alone in these and just the prettiness of it, and there's a lot of functional pages in here, I do think that is worth buying these. Anyway, I hope that helps you if you are searching or wondering what was in each one of these. At the very end here, I just wanted to reiterate that you do get, I'm going to show you, when you buy a planner, these are the pages that you get in there. You get 12 of the lined pages, 12 of the grid, and then 12 of the to-dos, just the black and white. So the ones that you saw in those booklets do have colors. So, unless you have run out of these pages or you really love them, I wouldn't buy personally the specific books. And then I also wanted to show you, with this being more of an American brand, this is a RayMay Bible piece of paper. It's equivalent to a Filofax Personal as well. Those are the exact same size. And this is how the Recollections pages stack up to those. So as you can see, well, you can't tell us, but I'm going to tell you, it's a 1/4 inch wider. I think that's good, especially in this personal size. That 1/4 of an inch you think doesn't make that big of a difference, but it really does. And so I do like that these are a little bit bigger there. So anyway, hope that's helped. Thanks for watching.